Remember, 15 hits from 84 inches with these lightning sparring gloves on. 1/1000. And that's about how fast it took. 1.2 to 1.4 seconds. 15 hits. I don't think I can do that right now. In fact, I'm pretty sure I can. Based on my last recording, Sedated, I noticed right away by the way it felt that I was slower. I reviewed it. Yes, it was slower. They are cheating me out of my talent, but they haven't cheated me out of my claim. They haven't even come up with a viable argument to the contrary. What they're doing is pretty unflattering of themselves and their ancestors. And I hope that they see how they're dishonoring and disrespecting their people dramatically. And I encourage anyone who's involved to do the right thing. I have no reason to lie. I could have ended my challenge. I could have ended it back in 2016, after the 3-year mark. And I still choose to keep pushing forward, persevering, staying the course. I keep on trucking without being a truck. UFC focuses on brute force and grappling. This is not the focus of martial arts traditionally. Martial arts focuses on striking, technique, timing, and skills that are practical for the battlefield in self-defense. In a fair fight or a cage fight, quote-unquote fair fight, the UFC fighter may have the upper hand because of jiu-jitsu fighting. I'd go as far as to say, in the cage, a lot of them, especially my weight, could beat me. But in a street fight or in a knife fight or ancient combat, I would quickly slice them to bits, stab them to nothing. And I think that we're all smart enough to see that here. You don't have to be me to see that. I forgive my enemies, and I hope they know that they have failed miserably. They have failed more than they ever possibly would have had they left it alone. Because now I did not just do this and put you all to shame while you dishonor yourselves. And I mean that in the nicest way possible. Because I'm trying to be a good Christian about this. Unlike you New Age Scottish Rite types, with all due respect, what you're doing is wrong. You're misrepresenting history in Egypt, and it's just pathetic. You can't even do basic math and to rule out the R1B guys from the Old Kingdom. To make a long story short, I'm continuing my challenge. And yes, they are sedating me, and they are still drugging my food. And as controversial as it is to say, and as much as some people do not know anything about gangs or the street or psychological operations or even psychology or mental health or the history of the political abuse of psychiatry or the unethical experimentations that have always taken place in this country, people who know nothing about that are going to have a hard time believing it. People who have done even a little bit of research will be forced to the conclusion that I have no reason to lie and I have 15 witnesses, so you would be fucking clinically insane not to see that I'm correct and that the more logical position by far is to believe me. Thank you.